All right, so today we're going to be taking a look at my custom 1/6 scale Thomas Hewitt Leatherface figure in honor of Texas Chainsaw Massacre Day. I couldn't think of a better day to do this one, so yeah, we're going to get started on this right now. So we're going to start down here. Got an extra head sculpt right here. Now the head sculpts on this are both done by One's Customs. So we have the Kemper head sculpt right here. Amazing paintwork on that. Very good addition to this figure. I mean, if you're gonna have the set, you gotta have both head sculpts. And One's absolutely killed on this. The hair work, the blood work, the paint application. This looks just like it did in the movie for sure. No doubt about that. I mean, amazing detail on this by One's. Look at that. Great blood work. Yeah, that is the Kemper sculpt. You notice in the background back there, I have a little foam poster. It's not really paper. It's actually like a foam that I stuck to the back of the glass. Got every version of Leatherface on there with the saw in the middle saying Saw's family. I thought it was a cool little background for this figure. Over here, we have the base. Now, the base on this is all done by One's Customs. And I'm going to get into who did what, but I'm going to start with the base first. So the base is done by One's Customs, and he did a great job on this. It's very simple. Like a very thin kind of resin base right here. Looks like a concrete floor, all bloodied up and nasty and grimy. Got a sculpted foot right there. The bone sticking out. Amazing detail there. He did a great job sculpting that. Great weathering on that. He added a bucket. The bucket's got some sculpted resin blood inside of it. It's a real metal bucket. And he, like I said, added resin blood inside, which is a really nice touch. Yeah, the remake of Texas Chainsaw and its prequel, to Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning and Texas Chainsaw 2003, those were easily the grittiest and most gory films in the franchise, no doubt. So with this figure, you gotta go grimy, gross, and just disgusting because that's the tone of the movie, and I think all the artists involved did a great job on that. So yeah, that's the bucket. He had a real wood table over here that he made, and great weather on that, all nasty and grimy, just disgusting. Yeah, this is an amazing base. Like I said, it's real simple, but it really adds a lot to the piece. He added a sculpted intestine up here. Great detail there. Now, as for the extra accessories that are on it, the bottle with the AB positive and O negative blood jars, those are done by Paul Manzi over at Distress Labs. He did a great job on those, very unique, and they add a lot to the piece, especially a Texas Chainsaw piece, so very unique. They are real glass bottles with a real cork inside of them, with resin blood. Yeah. And over here we got a sledgehammer. This sledgehammer is by Chris Yeast. He used to work with Paul Manzi, as I said in some of my previous videos. It's got a real wood handle right there, and a real metal head to it. So it's a very heavy accessory, and yeah, it's a perfect weapon to have with this figure, and very well put together. And like I said, it's heavy. This is actual metal, like I said, so it's got some weight to it. And up here we have this is skeleton. Skull. It's also by that came from Paul as well. Great detail. I tried to put it on this because it fit the setup perfectly. Not much to say about that other than it's a really cool accessory. And over here we have the meat cleaver. The meat cleaver, once again, is also by Chris Yeast, and he did a killer job on that. Real wood handle, real metal rivets, and a real metal blade that he rusted and just made it look all nasty and grimy. Just great detail. Chris did amazing weapons in the past. It sucks he's not in the hobby anymore because, in my opinion, he did the best weapons, no doubt about it. Yeah. And now we're going to get to the figure. Now, this figure, the head sculpt, by One's Customs. Sorry, get out of focus there. It's by One's Customs. And the apron is also done by One's. Now, everything else on the figure, the whole body, is done by Paul Manzi over at Distress Labs. Paul built this thing from the ground up. He used one's apron and one's head, obviously, but all the weathering and everything else is done by him. He even did the chainsaw on this. So we're going to start up here with the head sculpt. This is one of One's newer head sculpts, and I think he did an amazing job on this. The stitch work, the hair work, the paint application. This is straight out of the fucking film, no doubt about it. This is just a gnarly head sculpt. I absolutely love it. Got the teeth coming through. Amazing, amazing detail. The weathering on it is out of the park. I mean, you can't really see it too well in the video, but if you ever have one of these in hand, you'll know what I'm talking about. The weathering is just amazing. And like I said, this is one of his newer head sculpts, and I think it fits the figure perfectly. He's done some of these in the past, but this is easily one of his best versions that I've seen him do. The paint application, the overall sculpt is just amazing. And apron is also done by him. As I said, all the weathering and the rest of the figure is built by Paul Manzio for Distress Labs, including the chainsaw. So the chainsaw is right here. Paul did a great job on that. He weathered it. As far as I know, he made the entire chainsaw and did a great job on this. The blade is real long and just grimy and nasty, covered in hair and guts, all rusted and just as it should be from if you're doing a figure based on this film. And he added some little cotton up here. It's supposed to look like smoke's coming out of the chainsaw. That's another great detail. Paul did not miss a detail on this. And as I said before, he should do more figures because this is freaking amazing. And this whole figure, this thing is massive. It's heavy. And he even added a custom fat suit underneath the, on top of the body. So he used the big bulky body and still put a custom fat suit over it and then put the clothes on. So this figure is heavy, it is big, and it has a very imposing shelf presence. Paul did a great job weathering the boots. They got the real laces, great weathering on the pants. One's did a great job tailoring the apron, and the weathering on it is spot on by Paul. Paul did a great job on these leather gauntlets as well. He bloodied up the hands perfectly. Accurate color of the shirt. I mean, Paul did not miss a detail on this. I've seen some Hewitt Leatherfaces done before, and I gotta say, this is probably one of the best ones I've seen. Especially not being a full figure by Ones. I mean, Paul has done these before, but this is easily the best version that I have seen Paul do. I mean, it is big, it is bulky, and it is heavy. So yeah, look at that. Chainsaw all nasty as it should be. Got the duct tape around the handle, all bloodied up. Real leather gauntlets. Got the necktie under there. All wet and gross looking, just perfectly grimy. Just an amazing, amazing figure. Kind of got the hunch to his back. Amazing detail on this. Yeah, with the head sculpt from Ones and the rest done by Paul, this is a very unique piece, and I am very happy to have it. I think Paul did a killer job on this, and yeah, this is easily one of my favorite pieces that he's done because the size of it, it looks like it's straight out of the fucking film. It really does, and it's absolutely amazing. Look at the base one more time. Look at that. It's hard to see, but the hunch to his back is there. Amazing figure. Look at the hands all grimed up and bloody, as I said. Look at the chainsaw. I think this is, he has just amazing work on the chainsaw. I love how he added hair and just shit all over the blade with the blood and the rust just to really add that extra effect. And overall, this is just an amazing piece. Look at that. Head sculpt is just outstanding. Poster in the back. Like I said, this poster I got this from someone a while back, but like I said, it's real thick and it's foam. I think it fit the back of this perfectly because you have every version of Leatherface. This is a cool little background piece, especially with this dial. And as I said, this diorama is very simple, but I mean, it really fits the part. And this whole setup is just amazing. Just great shelf presence, as you can tell. And yeah, one more look down from the bottom. Kemper sculpt. Overall, both Ones and Paul did an outstanding job on this set, and I am thrilled to have this. If you are interested in one of these, I believe Paul Manzi is still making these, doing these figures, and Ones does them as well. So, yeah, hit one of them up and get yourself one of these because they are definitely worth it. Absolutely amazing, especially if you're a fan of this version of Leatherface or the, like I said, the remake film itself. Absolutely amazing. All right, that is my Thomas Hewitt Leatherface, and thank you for watching, and happy Texas Chainsaw Massacre Day.